activation, you're going to feel that activation, which is really important because when you sit a lot during the day or you're in static positions, your glutes become inactive. And so when you're going to do a workout, you're preparing for some type of competition, you want to have all the recruitment that you can. So again, these few movements are just a few. There are going to be other movements that you can target your glutes, but at least you have 4 that you can start with. So if you're wondering why your glutes are not growing or you're having lower back pain, you might want to add some of this glute activation to your regular workouts or training. First couple movements for glute activation are going to start from the floor. First up, we have our glute bridge. For glute bridge, you're going to want to have our ankles under our knees and our back is going to be nicely supported by the floor. For glute bridge, you're going to make sure that you're keeping your core nice and braced and our glutes tight. Our goal is to get our hips in line with our knees and shoulders. So when you reach up, core is nice and tight. Hold for about 2 seconds, back down. We're going to pull up, squeeze our glutes, and back down. Now notice in this glute bridge, as you can see, my hips are in line with my knees and my shoulders. My core is tight and glutes are tight. You're going to feel this also in your hamstrings because you're lengthening as you're going up, and you're going to be contracting. You're going to feel this in your hamstrings as well because when you go up, you're going to be contracting those muscles and then relaxing and extending them to go back down. Okay, next. We're going to be a little less supported. We're going to be in our quadruped position, so we want our wrists right in line with our shoulders, knees under hips, nice and all fours. Our abductors and adductors that surround the hip as well as our beta glutes. So we'll be nice and tabletop. We're going to go out towards the side, we're going to abduct. We'll go back down. We're going to extend our leg back down. We're going to kick the stop, and back down. So again, we're going to hold each position for about 2 seconds. Keeping our core tight, trying to not have any changes in our spine. So we'll imagine that we have glasses and plates on our back that we're trying not to drop. But in the meantime, you're starting to feel a burn or activation in your glutes and the muscles surrounding your hips because you're going in multiple directions. So you're going out to the side, you're kicking straight back, you're kicking the side. The goal should be to do about 5 cycles on each side to make sure that our glutes are nice and activated as we get into our standing positions. Next, we have a few standing movements that will continue to further activate your glutes. They're going to involve a mini band. So your mini band, you're going to step into it, band above your knees. Our goal is to keep a nice stretch on the band using our knees. First up, a squat with pause. So if you're under your shoulders, you're going to squat down. We're going to pause 3 times at the bottom. 1, 2, 3. We bounce at the bottom and come up nice and tall. So again, 1, 2, 3, up nice and tall. We're going to do this about 5 times. This helps with activating the glutes while also giving a little bit more elasticity to those hip flexors. So if you're going to do squat jumps or you're going for a run, this is going to be really important for activating your hips beforehand. So we do about 5 of those squats. Another great glutes and hip activation movement involving our mini band is going to be base walks. So you're going to hinge your hips back behind you. You're going to feel like you can hold an imaginary orange behind your knee. We're going to maintain this position. You're going to take about 5 steps up. You're going to imagine that you're sneaking up on somebody while you're keeping the stretch on your baby. So 5 up, and then 5 back. Imaginary train tries to near your feet. Baby steps up, and then baby steps back. So nice and under control as I'm holding my hips into this nice hinge position. You're going to start to feel the burn. All right?